Sonic's Green Hills Adventures Season 6 Chapter 11 The Studio. The sun rose over Storybrooke, but the light hit the pavement in a way it never had before. As the group stepped out onto the sidewalk after a hearty breakfast, they were met with a sight that made even Shadow do a double take. Right across from Granny's Diner, nestled perfectly between two brick buildings as if it had always been there, stood a sleek, modern structure. It was a fusion of Green Hills charm and high-tech flair, with a neon sign that hummed with a soft indigo light. The Blue Angel Studio and HQ. Sonic whistled low, his eyes wide.
Whoa! Talk about a welcome to the neighborhood gift! The town really went all out on the home renovations!
Joey ran up to the glass front, his drumsticks already in hand.
No way! Crystal, look! Through the window that's a full acoustic kit. And is that a soundboard?
Crystal had a huge smile breaking across her face.
It's not just a studio. It's got a digital interface that looks, well, it looks like it was designed by someone who knows exactly what our band needs.
While the excitement was electric, a brief hush fell over the rest of the group. Marina looked at the building, her reddish-pink quills shimmering, but her hazel eyes held a touch of nostalgia. She pulled out her phone, seeing a string of notifications.
It's amazing, guys, truly. But I just got a text from my mom. They're still back in Green Hills wondering when the interdimensional vacation ends. Even with this place, we can't forget that the rest of our parents are waiting on the other side of that barrier.
Sonic stepped beside her, leaning his head against hers.
We won't, Marina! We're going to find a way back. But until we do, we might as well make some noise, right? My dad always says you make the best of where you are. And hey, at least the signal here is 5 bars. We can facet time them whenever we want.
Jessica nodded as she scrolled through her own messages.
Sonic's right. My parents actually told me to take pictures of the magic town and stay safe. They trust us, and they know we're with the best bodyguards in any galaxy.
Annika ran toward the door, her denim vest fluttering.
Is there a room for me? I want a room with a view of the ocean.
Shadow walked inside with Maria, his expression lively and impressed.
It seems there's a tactical lounge upstairs, Annika, and a meditation space. This building, it's anchored to our energy. It's a piece of home that the town manifested for us.
Zim marched into the lobby, poking the walls.
The architecture is primitive, but the reinforced plating is tolerable. Zim shall claim the highest point for his observation deck.
Sapphire laughed softly as she followed him.
It's a music studio, Zim. Not a fortress, but I suppose we can find a corner for your observations.
Longclaw landed on the roof's edge, her wise eyes scanning the new addition.
The town provides what is necessary for the soul. It knows you are restless, and it has given you a place to create while you wait for the path home to open.
The group poured into the building, exploring the recording booths, the lounge areas, and the practice stage. It was a bittersweet feeling, knowing their families were just a phone call but a whole dimension away. But as Joey hit the first crash cymbal and Sonic plugged in his guitar, the music began to fill the halls of the HQ. They were still the same kids from Green Hills, just with a much bigger stage. The morning air in Storybrooke was usually filled with the smell of salt and the quiet rustle of the wind, but today, a rhythmic thrumming vibrated through the pavement. Emma, Henry, Killian, Regina, and Mr. Gold stood on the sidewalk across from the newly manifested building, their eyes fixed on the neon sign flickering with indigo light. Killian leaned on his hook, looking amused.
Well, I've seen many things appear in this town overnight. Ice palaces, clock towers, but never a hedgehog headquarters. It has a certain aggressive charm to it.
It's not just a headquarters, Hook. Listen.
From behind the reinforced glass and sound-treated walls, a massive driving beat erupted. It wasn't the sound of magic. It was the raw, high-voltage energy of a rock band finding its groove. The 5 of them pushed through the heavy front doors, stepping into a lobby that looked like a high-end recording studio. Through a massive observation window, they could see the group in the middle of a high-energy practice session. Henry's face lit up.
No way! They're a band. Look at Joey on those drums, he's a beast.
I knew they were fast, but I didn't know they were that good.
Shadow actually looks like he's having fun.
Sonic was a blur of blue, his fingers flying across the fretboard of his guitar as he leaned into a sharp upbeat riff. Crystal was hunched over a multi-tiered keyboard setup, layering in deep synth-heavy textures that gave the music a futuristic edge. But it was the vocals that stopped the Storybrooke residents in their tracks. Marina stood at the center mic, her reddish-pink fur and quills shimmering under the studio lights. She wasn't just singing. She was commanding the room, her voice a powerhouse of melodic strength that cut through the heavy instrumentation with effortless grace. Beside her, Shadow held a second mic, looking incredibly lively and focused. He provided a deep, gritty harmony that perfectly balanced Marina's range, his crimson aura pulsing in time with the bass line. Emma blinked in surprise. Gold watched Shadow with a calculated, impressed look.
It's a different kind of power, Sheriff. Resonance. They aren't just playing instruments, they're channeling their collective energy into the sound. It's quite formidable.
Sonic looked up and spotted the audience through the glass. He grinned, signaled a final crash ending to the band, and hopped off the small stage to open the studio door.
Hey, just in time for the sound check. What do you think? The acoustics in this place are a total 10 out of 10.
I've heard sirens sing in the middle of the North Sea, mate, but that would make a Kraken dance. I didn't realize you and the Dark One were such a duo, Marina.
Marina wiped a bit of sweat from her brow, her hazel eyes bright.
We've been playing together since back in Green Hills. It's how we blow off steam when we aren't saving the world.
Shadow was setting his mic on the stand, looking chill and completely in his element.
It's a tactical advantage, Hook. If you can stay in sync with a rhythm like that, you can stay in sync in a fight. Plus, Marina's range is the only thing that can actually keep up with my energy.
Regina crossed her arms, a small genuine smirk on her lips.
Well, it's certainly louder than the library. I suppose if you're going to be trapped in my town, you might as well provide a decent soundtrack.
Annika ran out from a side lounge with a bag of snacks.
Did you hear them? They're the best. Marina and Shadow are like fire and ice, but with music.
This is awesome. We have to show you the old theater in town. If you guys ever play a real show, the whole town is going to lose their minds.
Oh, a real show is definitely on the menu. But first, we've got to make sure this studio can handle a live stream. I promised Marina's parents we'd show them the new office before lunch.
The energy inside the new studio was buzzing, but the intense practice vibe quickly melted into a relaxed hangout as the Storybrooke group settled into the plush lounge chairs. Sonic leaned his guitar against a stand and hopped onto the edge of the stage, dangling his legs.
Seriously, take a seat. The town really nailed the furniture in here. I think these chairs are actually made of memory foam and magic.
Killian was sinking into a leather armchair with a satisfied grunt.
Aye, it's a far cry from the wooden stools at the rabbit hole. And the music. I've got to say, Shadow, you've got a bit of a growl to your voice that fits the mood.
Shadow was leaning against the drum riser, looking chill as he tossed a drumstick up and caught it.
It's just about the energy. Marina does the heavy lifting with the melodies. I just provide the edge. It's a good way to stay sharp without having to kick something.
Marina laughed as she sat on the edge of the keyboard bench, her reddish-pink fur bright under the studio lights.
Don't let him play it down. He's actually a total perfectionist when it comes to the harmonies. He won't admit it, but he spent 20 minutes yesterday making sure we were perfectly in sync on a single transition.
Regina raised an eyebrow, looking around at the high-tech monitors and sleek soundproofing.
I've seen many things manifest in this town, but this, it feels permanent, like the town wants you to be heard. Though, I should warn you, if you play this loud at 3 in the morning, you'll be hearing from the mayor's office.
Emma grinned.
Don't listen to her. She's just jealous she doesn't have a soundproof room to yell in. But really, guys, this is cool. It makes the town feel a little less old-fashioned.
Annika ran over to Henry, and showing him a glowing tablet connected to the studio's main frame.
Look, Henry, I can change the lights in here just by thinking about it. When the music gets fast, I make them turn electric blue to match my lightning.
That's amazing, Annika. It's like the building is an extension of your powers. You're basically the light technician for the band.
Rumpelstiltskin was observing the scene from the corner, his eyes scanning the various instruments.
A fascinating blend of the modern and the mystical. You've managed to turn your exile into a celebration. I wonder, does the music help quiet the noise of being away from home?
Crystal looked up from her keyboard, her expression thoughtful.
It helps a lot. When we're playing, it feels like we're back in Green Hills. For a second, you forget about the portals and the barriers. It's just us.
Joey leaned back behind his kit, arms behind his head.
Plus, we can send the recordings to our parents. My dad's already asking for a copy of the demo we just ran through. He says it's banging, though I think he just likes hearing me hit stuff.
Maria was sitting next to Shadow, her blonde quills shimmering as she looked at the Storybrooke residence.
It's nice to have visitors. We've been so busy exploring. It's good to just sit down and talk. Killian, tell us more about those sea sirens you mentioned. Are they anything like their mermaid forms?
Bless you, no. They have significantly more teeth and much less charm than your lot.
The afternoon passed in a blur of casual conversation and laughter. There was no pressure to perform or save the day. Just a group of friends and family from two different worlds, sharing stories over the hum of the studio's amplifiers. The vibe is perfectly chill. The studio doors swung open, letting the cool Storybrooke air mix with the lingering scent of guitar string oil and ozone. The massive, eclectic group spilled out onto the sidewalk, creating quite the spectacle for the locals. It was a quintessential 21st century scene. Modern cars parked along the curb, people checking their smartphones, and the distant hum of a delivery truck, all centered around a skeleton king, a family of brightly colored hedgehogs, and a couple of green-skinned aliens. Sonic was walking backward with his hands behind his head, grinning at the townspeople.
Check it out, guys! I think we're officially the most interesting thing to happen to Main Street since the internet got upgraded.
Emma was walking alongside him.
Believe me, Sonic. Interesting is an understatement. Look at Granny's face. She's lived through multiple curses and she still hasn't figured out where Zim fits in the food chain.
Granny leaned over her diner's half door, squinting at the group.
As long as the green one doesn't try to pay in Irkin credits again, I don't mind the noise.
Jack Skellington took long, elegant strides, tiptoeing with theatrical flair as he waved to a group of passing kids.
What a marvelous paved paradise! Tell me, Emma, do these automobiles ever tire of their own growling? They seem so remarkably persistent.
Midnight's dark wings gave a soft, graceful flutter as she walked beside Maria.
The architecture here is so sturdy. It lacks the whimsical decay of home, but it feels safe. Don't you think, Maria?
Maria smiled warmly, her blonde quills catching the sun.
It does. It's a nice change of pace. I think Anika is already planning on which shop has the best ice cream.
Killian nodded to a couple of fishermen who tipped their hats to him.
They are taking it well, for the most part. The tan has a way of absorbing the impossible. Though I think Jack's height is giving Arch's dog a bit of a crisis.
Sally gently patted the air as she looked at the shop windows.
It's lovely. Everything is so vibrant. And the clothes. People here wear so many layers of such soft fabrics.
Marina was walking with Sonic, her reddish-pink fur and matching quills looking striking against the brick buildings.
It's weirdly normal, isn't it? Even with us walking around, people are just going to the post office. It makes me miss Green Hills less when I see that life just keeps moving.
Zim was marching at the front, squinting suspiciously at a mailbox.
The small red houses do not have windows. Where do the miniature humans live, Dib? Is this a trap?
Dib sighed, hands in his pockets.
It's a mailbox, Zim. People put paper in it. It's not a housing project for gnomes.
Gur was running up to a fire hydrant.
I found a red boat!
Regina was walking with her usual poise, but looking more relaxed than usual.
You've certainly made an impression. Most new neighbors start with a fruit basket, not a high-voltage rock session and a skeletal parade. But I have to admit, the energy is infectious.
Shadow was walking at a chill, steady pace, his arms crossed but his expression lively.
We tend to bring the chaos with us, but it's good chaos, most of the time.
Gold was leaning on his cane as he watched Annika and Jojo skip ahead toward the park.
Chaos is just a word for a pattern we haven't understood yet, dearie. This town was stagnant for a very long time. Your arrival is like a fresh wind blowing through a dusty library.
Annika spun around to face them, her long dark hair flying.
For a giant group game of tag. Hey, Look, there's a park with a big pond. Can we go see if there are any frogs? Or maybe we can find a spot for a giant group game of tag.
Tag against a bunch of super fast hedgehogs. You're on, Annika, but no using the demigoddess powers, that's cheating.
As the sun continued its path across the sky, the group moved through Storybrooke not as strangers or monsters, but as a family. The 21st century backdrop of coffee shops and paved roads felt a little more magical with them in it, and for the first time the new neighbors truly felt like they belonged. The Storybrooke Town Park, usually a place of quiet reflection and strolling couples, was suddenly transformed into the ultimate high-stakes playground. The grass was green, the 21st century park benches were freshly painted, and the multiversal tag boundary was set. Sonic stretched his quills, his feet already a blur.
Alright, rules are simple. No flying above the tree line, no teleporting out of bounds, and if you get tagged, you're it until you catch someone else. And since I'm the fastest thing alive, catch me if you can.
Henry grinned as he stood next to Jojo.
Go.
The park erupted into a chaotic, upbeat blur of motion. Sonic took off like a blue streak, weaving between the oak trees with a laugh. Behind him, Shadow wasn't far behind, his movements lively and efficient as he used the park's geometry to cut corners. Shadow smirked as he narrowly missed Sonic's shoulder.
You're getting slow, Sonic. Maybe those s'mores weighed you down.
Marina was sprinting alongside Sally and Maria, her reddish-pink fur a bright flash against the grass.
Watch out, Maria. Zim is coming in hot from the left.
Zim screamed as he sprinted with his spider-like mechanical legs extended from his pack.
You cannot outrun the Irken might! Prepare to be tagged, foolish hedgehogs!
Sapphire was floating gracefully just a few inches off the ground, her lavender eyes sparkling with joy.
Zim, watch the flower beds. The mayor will not be pleased if you trample the begonias.
Jack Skellington was a masterpiece of kinetic energy. He didn't just run. He leaped over entire picnic tables in single bounds, his long skeletal limbs making him look like a very friendly, very fast spider.
Ooh, what a delightful game. It's like a hunt, but with more giggling and less scaring. Midnight Deer, pin them toward the pond.
Midnight was diving through the air, her dark wings tucked for speed.
On it, father. Annika, I'm coming for you.
Annika was giggling as she darted behind a large statue, her long dark hair flying behind her.
You have to catch me first. Whoops!
She did a quick spin, a faint shimmer of indigo starlight trailing behind her as she narrowly avoided Midnight's outstretched hand. Her reflexes were sharper than ever. In the middle of the field, Gur was running in circles, not actually chasing anyone but having the time of his life anyway.
I'm it! I'm a little turkey!
Dib was panting as he tried to keep up with Silver.
Silver, use the psychokinesis to slow them down.
Silver laughed as he hovered backward.
That's against the spirit of the game, Dib, but I can do this.
He used a tiny burst of energy to lift a pile of fallen leaves, creating a colorful smoke screen that Tom and Maddie ran straight through, laughing as they tried to tag Rachel and Jessica.
Gotcha, Rachel.
Oh, it is on now, sister. Joey, Crystal, help me corner the sheriff.
On the sidelines, Emma, Regina, and Gold watched the madness. Killian was leaning against a tree, tossing a coin and looking thoroughly entertained.
I've seen battlefields with less coordination than this. Look at the skeleton fellow go. He's got the reach of a giant.
Regina was watching Zim accidentally trip over a park bench and do a dramatic roll.
I should be annoyed about the noise, but it's hard to be grumpy when the ultimate life form is playing tag with a 10-year-old and a skeleton.
Gold was leaning on his cane, watching Annika beam with pure happiness.
It's a powerful thing, Regina. Joy. Especially the kind that doesn't care who is watching.
Sonic zipped past the spectators.
Hey, Regina, you are it.
He tapped the mayor's shoulder with a lightning-fast finger and vanished toward the pond before she could even blink. Regina was stunned for a second, then a mischievous smirk slowly spread across her face.
Oh, you did not just do that.
Go get him, Mom.
The park was filled with the sounds of laughter, the thud of sneakers on grass, and the occasional mechanical were from Zim's pack. For a few hours there were no curses, no barriers, and no worries about the future. There was only the wind in their quills, the sun on their faces, and the sheer upbeat fun of a family that refused to let a little thing like being trapped in a storybook dampen their spirits. The chaos of multiversal tag finally hit its limit as the adrenaline began to fade, replaced by the heavy, satisfying weight of physical exhaustion. One by one, the fastest beings in several universes and their supernatural companions surrendered to gravity. Sonic flopped onto his back in the center of the lawn, his chest heaving as he stared up at the sky.
Okay, I officially call a timeout. My legs feel like they're made of lead.
Shadow dropped onto the grass a few feet away, looking surprisingly chill for someone who had just been sprinting at Mach speeds. He wiped a bead of sweat from his brow, his expression lively even in his fatigue.
You're just out of shape, Sonic, but I'll admit, the skeleton has moves. Jack, you're harder to catch than a shadow in a dark room.
Jack Skellington collapsed with a rhythmic clack-clack-clack of his bones, his long limbs splayed out like a giant star.
Oh, what a delight! I haven't felt this winded since I tried to deliver Christmas in a hurricane. It's a wonderful feeling, being so full of life that you simply must lie down.
Marina sank down next to Sonic, her reddish-pink fur slightly ruffled and her teal and pink dress fanned out on the grass.
I think my lungs are actually on fire, but it was worth it just to see Regina's face when Sonic tagged her.
Regina walked over, smoothing her coat but looking far less poised than usual, her breathing finally evening out.
Don't get used to it, Hedgehog. If there's a rematch, I'm using magic. I'm too old to be chasing blue blurs around a pond.
Annika was curled up in a little ball of denim and dark hair near midnight, her starry indigo aura flickering weakly with her shallow breaths.
That was the best ever. Midnight, you almost had me at the bridge.
Midnight was lying perfectly still, her dark wings spread wide across the grass to soak up the remaining warmth of the sun.
You are elusive, Annika. It is like trying to catch the light of a shooting star. I think I shall stay on this patch of grass for the next 1,000 years.
Zim was face down in the dirt, his mechanical legs twitching feebly.
The earth grass, it consumes me! Zim has been defeated by lack of stamina!
Sapphire was sitting cross-legged nearby, looking remarkably refreshed as she fanned herself with a hand.
You did very well, Zim. You nearly caught the pirate man 3 times.
Killian was sitting on a nearby bench, catching his breath while looking at his hook.
Aye, the green lad is persistent, I'll give him that. Nearly lost a boot to one of those spider legs.
Tom and Maddie sat together under a large oak tree, watching their chaotic, wonderful family cover the lawn. Maddie rested her head on Tom's shoulder, a tired but happy smile on her face.
Look at them, Tom. We're in a town full of curses and dark magic, and they've turned the town square into a nap zone.
That's our kids for you. They don't just join a story. They rewrite the whole genre. I think the locals are actually smiling.
Longclaw hopped down from a low branch to stand near the group, her wise eyes full of affection.
There is no better way to bond with a new land than to leave your sweat and laughter upon its soil. You have made this park yours today.
Maria was sitting up and leaning against Shadow, her blonde quills glowing softly in the twilight.
It feels like Green Hills. Just for a moment, the distance didn't feel so big.
Gur suddenly sat up and was screaming at the top of his lungs.
I want a burrito!
Sonic groaned jokingly.
Not yet, Gur! Give us 5 more minutes of gravity! I think I've forgotten how to stand up!
The park fell into a peaceful, upbeat silence, broken only by the chirping of crickets and the occasional tired giggle. In the heart of Storybrooke, a group of heroes, monsters, and aliens lay side by side, finally catching their breath in a world that was starting to feel a lot more like home. The park was quiet now, the grass still holding the flattened shapes of where the multiversal tag champions had collapsed. The group slowly stood up, brushing off bits of grass and smoothing out their quills. The air had turned crisp, a classic May night, making the warmth of their jackets and hoodies feel extra cozy. Instead of a rushed departure, they decided to take the long way back. The streets of Storybrooke were silent, the 21st century street lamps casting long, amber shadows across the pavement. Sonic and Marina walked at the front of the group, their hands still linked. The romantic quiet of the park stayed with them as they strolled past the closed storefronts. Sonic was looking at their reflection in a shop window.
You know, for a town full of dark secrets and ancient curses, it's actually pretty peaceful at night. No robots, no alarms, just us.
Marina nodded, her reddish-pink quills glowing softly under the streetlights.
It's nice, Sonic. It gives you time to actually think. Though I think Zim is still trying to figure out how the streetlights work.
Zim was walking a few paces behind them, squinting up at a bulb.
It is an inefficient use of photons! I shall replace them all with Arc and Glow Spheres once I have conquered this block!
Sapphire gently tugged on his sleeve, her lavender eyes sleepy but happy.
Maybe tomorrow, Zim. Even conquerors need to sleep.
Shadow walked with a rhythmic, chill pace, Maria on one side and Midnight on the other. He looked completely relaxed, his usual intensity replaced by a lively sense of belonging.
It's different here than the Ark. There, the silence was heavy because of the vacuum outside. Here, the silence is full. You can hear the ocean, the trees. It's lived in.
Maria tucked her arm through his.
It's because there's so much life around us, Shadow. Even the buildings have stories.
Jack Skellington and Sally followed closely behind, their silhouettes long and whimsical against the brick walls. Jack was tiptoeing again, trying to see if he could match the rhythm of the town's sleeping heart.
Oh, Sally, can you feel it? The anticipation. A town at rest is like a gift waiting to be opened. I wonder what tomorrow's story will be.
Sally was leaning into him.
Whatever it is, Jack, I think we have the right people to tell it.
Annika, Jojo, and Henry walked together, occasionally breaking into a small skip. Annika's indigo aura was dim now, a sure sign she was ready to crash for the night. Annika yawned widely.
I think I'm going to sleep for 100 years, but only if Mom promises to make those blueberry pancakes in the morning.
Maddie was walking with Tom and Rachel at the back of the line.
It's a deal, sweetie. I think we all earned a big breakfast after today.
Tom was looking at the eclectic group of hedgehogs, humans, and supernatural beings stretching down the street.
You know, Rachel, I think we're going to be just fine here, at least until we find the way back to the Green Hills zip code.
As long as there's a mall and a coffee shop, Tom, I can handle anything, even the skeleton guy.
As they reached the bed and breakfast, the group paused for a moment at the front gate. They looked back at the quiet town of Storybrooke, a place that had started the day as a strange prison and ended it as a sanctuary. With one last look at the stars Annika had pointed out, they filed inside, the sound of their footsteps fading into the cozy warmth of the house. Everyone is finally tucked away in their rooms, safe and sound.